table full of melanite. Cause nobody gon' shine, I don't need the ice. It's real talk. Yeah. Speaking on the times, cause my people need to see. Third eye blind, no, they lying through their teeth. They tryna loop the time, tryna keep us in a sleep. But you know we gotta rise like the steam in the heat. Quantum physics to a beat, how time zones lead. It matter just the data that your brain gon' see. Alchemy, your master, all that photon light. Avatar, the body, just the temple, do you see? The deities surround me, I put a peace. Breathe deep, I push cheese like Bruce Lee. Yo, it's Dragon Ball Z, I Super Saiyan 3. And we finna walk them down, any town, any street. New world on horizon, I can see the silver lining. Cause the sun gon' shine, then we all keep shining. Mighty lion could heal the pain, you know his name. But they staying on the same old thing. They playing, well let's talk about it. Round table full of melanite. Crystal body gon' shine, I don't need the ice. Deity, being me, you gon' see it's rise. My people so divine, know it's our time. Let's talk about it.
Let's have the conversation.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Let's have the conversation.
I don't wanna hear that he say, that she say. You listening to parasites on replay. They tap into my phone to listen like we on three-way. It's tap into your aura, feel the energy like heat waves. Let's talk about it. Who you praying to? When you start to lose your mind, who is saving you? If you're moving through the time, what's the energy that's moving you? I wanna have the conversation. We always dropping gems back and forth, like great debating. We making our own way, our own land, our own pavement. Just tuning up the spaceship. I like to wake up with the sun. Say my daily mantra, speaking cryptic, speaking tongues. Tell them what I'm after with, the one and get it done. I feel my enemies around me. 7 deadly sins, they tryna trap and keep me bounded. I'm not staying around, I get my people, then I'm outie. Yeah.
Round table full of melanite. Crystal body gon' shine, I don't need the ice. Deity, being me, you gon' see it's rise. My people so divine, know it's our time. Let's talk about it.
Let's have the conversation.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Let's have the conversation.
Greetings.
Greetings, everyone.
Hey, I feel like long time no see, right? How is everyone? Welcome. Greetings to the committee. Welcome, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. How is everyone?
Good. You got a break.
Yeah. Okay. So, Miss Governess, who is this we have this evening? A special guest.
We have a special guest. We have Chef JuJu-LIVE with us. Yay!
Hey, y'all, what's going on, everybody?
The show is going on today. She will be in the kitchen. We're going to go to her in momentarily. She's going to tell us what she's cooking. As the show goes on, she's going to be cooking. And then at the end, we'll see what she got. And she got a few things that she's working on. And we have our new co-host, Charming T, is in the building with us.
Greetings, everyone.
Of course, you can see we're missing Miss Gaia, but Miss Gaia has gone to production side of Let's Have the Conversation, and we are so grateful for that. And we also have the beautiful Malika Music, of course, our other seat. And we have Maya J, of course, but we're in the same room today. Look at these blue eyebrows, bitch. Come on, come through. Okay. I'm a ghetto mess, and I love it.
No, not at all.
You look beautiful, period.
Not at all.
Yeah, but let's go ahead and go to Miss Chef Juju. What you got today, Juju? What you got going on?
All right, y'all. What's up? Hey, cousins. So today we are starting really small, really quick, really easy. Y'all can hear me okay?
Yes.
All right, perfect. All right, so I want to show you guys how to do a quinoa and kale mix. And we're also going to mess with a little eggplant, but we're going to smother it. So I'm excited about that. I'm from Louisiana, you know, all that smothered and fried, all that good stuff. That's my roots. So I done messed around and figured out how to smother some eggplant. So I'm going to show y'all today. And if we got time, we're going to make a hot girl summer smoothie. Period.
All right, period. Ready.
What's up?
All right, y'all. So before the show started, I definitely had to get some stuff out of the way so we didn't waste too much time. So I already cut my onions. I already got my quinoa cooking. So that's what I want to start with. I want to show y'all what quinoa is, what it looks like. Now, this is a Kroger brand, but as long as it say quinoa, you good. Whole Foods, Walmart, don't matter. But for every cup of quinoa you use, you also add a cup of water. So before I got lazy, I used to do it on the stove, but now I do it in the rice cooker. So it's nice and ready and hot in the rice cooker. So we got that out of the way. So I am going to start my stove. Now for the quinoa and the kale, all you need is kale, fresh or packed like this. It really doesn't matter. The fresh, the better, yes. But yeah. So all you need for that is your kale, your quinoa, a little sea salt, because that's all I put in my rice cooker with my quinoa, a little and a little pepper. That's it. So we're gonna get started with that. And for the eggplant, I already washed it. We're gonna cut it up. I'll be showing you just while y'all chopping it up. And we're gonna drop that in the pot.
All right. Well, now go ahead, Corbin.
Okay. Well, cool. That sounds kind of scrumptious over there, Miss Juju. You know what I'm saying? Okay, she's showing you the extra virgin olive oil. All right, cool. So let's start off this conversation. Let's have the conversation about Miss Kim Glass out here in LA. She was attacked by, from what I understand, a homeless person, and he did a number on her. Does anybody have any real details about this? Because
Well, from what I understand, I had did a world reading, and this is why it was sent to me. I did a world reading, and I said it was going to be coming up on another Tanya Harding and Nancy Kerrigan incident. And so someone sent me this because Kim Glass is, as you can see, she is an Olympic medalist, and she was attacked by a homeless man. At least it wasn't Nancy Kerrigan.
I had to come off of mute to laugh. So, governess, it seems as though this homeless man has attacked individuals before.
Right.
Kim Glass, multiple individuals. And one of her main points of focus when she's been speaking on this is how upset she is at the fact that we haven't heard about these other individuals. I believe he's facing 11 years. And so she hopes that he does get the 11 years. And she's letting everyone know the only reason you heard about it at this point is because I'm an Olympian, but you should have heard about it before because he has been on the prowl attacking folk.
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm. It says the suspected attacker, 51-year-old, he's accused of randomly throwing a 10-inch metal bolt at her face while she was walking near a homeless camp in Los Angeles. And he was previously convicted of felony assaults in 2018 and 19, but was out on parole when he attacked her.
Now, you said what now?
His name is Simeon.
Are you serious?
Simeon
name is
Tesfamariam. Simeon
Yes.
Tesfamariam. No, the last one too. Wait, hold on. Simeon Tesfamariam.
That's crazy.
They're funny.
Looks good, Juju.
Yeah, she over there working hard.
I hope you guys have your notebooks out.
But no, they wow. I see.
What seasoning is that, Juju?
All right, so y'all, we're gonna use some garlic salt. I love to season my eggplant before I even drop it in the pot. So that's what I'm about to do. I got my garlic salt. I got my slap your mama.
Yes, definitely slap.
I got my onion powder. We got some Tony's. We're gonna use a little sea salt, some pepper, and some garlic powder.
Okay, sounds delicious. I wish I could smell it.
Me too. I want y'all to taste this.
I'm trying to smell it through the camera.
I can smell it.
Right.
It's already in there.
She's not salting the food; she's seasoning it.
Period. Come on.
Big difference.
I know it's not bland. I know it's not.
Period. And period. I cannot believe his name is Simeon.
Yeah,
What
that's
a damn doozy. Well, speaking of men,
yeah, that's definitely an attack. Yeah, so there was obviously a box of penises found, and yeah, it was melanite penises, and that's just wild. But I do know, they use us for everything, y'all. That they feel like we got magical powers. You know what I'm saying? They feel like if they consume us or whatever. So I mean, it's shocking, but for me, not surprising.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, very shocking. We're talking about more than 7,000 penises, and not one was being shipped to my fucking house. I'm pissed.
Would you really want a rigor mortis penis? I'm just saying.
Listen,
Apparently they do.
living or dead, somebody give me some. What the fuck?
But okay, so get this. They valued the price of the cargo, and it is, I believe, what was the number? 1.2 billion?
What?
You know, melanin.
Really, no.
Melanin itself is worth more than its weight in gold. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
what are you doing with it? What are you doing with them?
I know what I'm doing.
Oh, well, I've heard that it's a delicacy. It's on the black market, it's considered a delicacy, and they actually eat them.
I was just
So-
about to
I
say
mean,
that.
we do
surprised.
too.
I'm not surprised.
That's what we do with it.
I'm not surprised to eat anything.
Well, I don't
Like ingest and digest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Well,
mind.
I know for a
when
fact.
they
I don't know
say
what it is
eat a
now,
dick,
but a few years ago,
When they say what, Maya?
eat a dick, not
literally,
slurpity slurp,
literally.
physically eating
Jeez.
the chocolate dick.
But I know for a fact a few years ago, I don't know what it is now. Organ harvesting was the #1 commodity on the black market. You know what I'm saying? So it's probably it still is among what melanin now and adrenochrome, and you know what I'm saying. So it's sick, but I know a lot of people in that part of the world. Like she said, they're delicate. They consider delicacies. They also do a lot of witchcraft and things like that, evil magic, especially like for instance with people with albinism.
Yeah.
They come up missing over there a lot. You know what I'm saying? So in that part of the world. So I mean, again, shocking, but not surprising. Not surprising at all, unfortunately.
I was just about to say, like, where did they get the bodies from? Because that's clearly a trail. Like, you got to ship it. You find them, but you got to think about where they came from, where the bodies came from. It's all a connection somewhere.
That they belong to.
The
Not to
7,000 bodies, absolutely.
It's $160,000 for each melanin penis on the black market.
That's a lot.
160,000 each.
So maybe Dr.
Golden
Chris Wilson.
What's going on with Maya?
Are y'all plotting?
What she say?
All I said was give the older meaning to the term golden shower. That is all I said. That is all I said. That's it. That's all I said, y'all. That's it.
I can't get you, crazy woman.
Wait, I'm dead. Wait, yo.
Well, I mean, I was about to say it ties into this next story. The lady at the funeral home, the owner, she admits to selling body parts and cash for it. I mean, it's a business. It's a worldwide business.
Yeah. I mean,
For real. So not only was it with Megan Hess, but like was it a few days later? It was the Indiana funeral home as well. So what do y'all think? Because they're harvesting penises, bodies, in all seriousness, they're harvesting it because it's coming from Nigeria. So they were all melanite penises. Let's be clear on that. As well as the funeral homes and the bodies, and the not only were they decomposing, but they were missing, and they were body parts.
Right.
I wonder if these penises belong to some of those. I know they're saying Nigerians. I'm not sure how close Nigeria is to Haiti, but I'm wondering if there's a correlation between all of those people.
Okay.
Because we've never heard from them again. We don't. There's nothing else.
It was like a big story and they went away.
Excuse me, guys. I just want to let y'all know that the quinoa and kale is almost done. That kale, all it needed to do was saute a little bit, get it a little cooked down, I'm about to drop that quinoa in there, and we're gonna mix it on up and season it, and that's a wrap.
Okay.
Sounds good. Sounds
Love
good.
that.
Hey, y'all, let's jump down and see what this committee is talking about. What is the committee? What do you guys think about this situation, y'all?
Well, they got a lot of stuff to say, actually.
Right. I'm trying to.
Nina Yvonne said, so Peen can get shipped, but we can't get food.
Oh, shit.
I mean, that part really now.
True, is a true statement. Real talk.
Maybe it's because they had it labeled as produce that they didn't feel like.
Yeah, they had it labeled as plantains.
Really?
I don't even eat plantains.
I don't either.
I do. The real kind.
Somebody, not a Nicholas. Okay.
Well, I do, and that's wrong. That's just wrong.
I don't know what they taste like. I had a banana. Oh, okay.
I don't know how to explain it. It's
mushy?
like a banana, but it's sweet. No, it's not. It depends on how you fry it. And you can use it in different ways. Like, I know even Spanish people, they'll fry it and then put meat and cheese and do like a layered lasagna with the, yes.
Good stuff, huh?
Yeah, it is. I love it.
So it's multifunctional, like a mushroom.
Kind of. I feel like I like it better than a mushroom because it's sweet. It's like a dessert. Like how you have tostones, like the green plantain. That's more of like, I look at that like a mashed potato or a side, like a regular side, but the plantains are more like a dessert. It's really sweet. I don't think. The real kind though, not the other kind that was found in China.
Okay.
Got me right there really good. I see what you did with that. I see what you did.
The plantains.
The plantains. I see what you did with that.
Do that. Yeah,
I'm going back on mute.
Now, what is the Crown Hotel body harvesting? What is that?
Yeah. So, Charmaine, you have something on that, don't you? A little info on that?
On the this one, no, but I can look.
Well, I do know it all has a connection to Kanika Jenkins. Let's say that because there's been multiple investigations allegedly on the Crown Hotel and the officers and different things like that are connected. I know somebody had brought some information. Was that you, Felica?
It was.
Okay.
So I was just saying there was some research that I did when I first heard about Kanika, and I realized that there were a lot of connections, as you were saying. Not only I believe it's the police chief allegedly, and the brother of the police chief is a high politician, and their dad is one of the founders of that area where she went missing, and the airport adjacent is actually named after their father, the airport adjacent to that Crown Plaza. And there were a lot of people that came out afterwards and talked about, a lot of women that said that they were uncomfortable staying there previously. And the young man that worked at the front desk that they couldn't find afterwards was arrested, I believe, but not charged for attacking women in that area also. And there was a morgue that was very close and connected to the same family and the associates. There was a morgue very close that was actually raided by the FBI for body harvesting, like our friends in Indiana, not friends, sorry, but like them in Indiana and Megan Hess, who we'll talk about in a little bit.
So it's all in the family. They just got everything connected, so it don't lead, so it don't look so suspicious. So everything is just like boom, boom, boom. Let's buy this, and that. That way we control everything.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a high dollar industry. It's a very high and it makes you think about going back to, what was it, 2019, 64,000 Black women and children went missing. Even during, I remember seeing it in a documentary, the babies that they picked up during the floods in New Orleans. And during Katrina, the helicopters came over and said they were picking up the babies first. And because everyone was on the roofs, and a lot of those parents never got matched back with their children, and they have no idea where they are. So you have to, to this day. So you have to think about, and those things don't get spoken about. They don't get talked about. That's why Megan Hess is so interesting to me, because it's actually coming out and she's admitted to it. She's admitted guilt to it.
This is Megan Hess here with the ugly hair.
And she'll get a slap on the wrist.
What happened? It is ugly, is it not?
It is.
It's very helmety. It's kind of
very-
helmety. No, you know. Wow. But
Yeah.
but
But I can't believe she admitted to it. Like, honestly, you know, she really did. She admitted to selling the body parts and to doing all kind of fucked up shit. But her mom is denying everything. Like, I don't know what that bitch was doing. It wasn't me.
right.
You know.
Maybe she was doing it, but I had no clue.
She knew.
Sure you didn't. Sure you didn't.
She threw her daughter under the bus.
She threw it right under the bus. I ain't taking you down.
The
That's
whole
what they
family.
do though.
Not even just the mom, the whole
Megan
family.
lady knows more than she's even let out. I feel like she has a lot of evidence to support the lies that the mama is saying. So if I go down, you go down, bitch. And that's all.
And if I must say so myself, I had a run-in incident with a little almost fat face, short bitch from Atlanta, who had told me that she had started her own funeral home, and I said she was gonna process my body. Had they sacrificed me? Yeah, I remember that beach.
Oh yeah,
You know, They do things like this. So how much are they getting paid actually for these, like, to do these things inside the funeral home?
Yeah.
Well, you can, if those on the black market, if male genitalia, melanin genitalia is going for 160,000 each, can you imagine if you have all of the organs, access to all of the organs, and then you go back to Kendrick, who passed or was murdered, and they found him in the rolled up mat, and that's how they say that he passed away. His organs were missing when they exhumed his body to continue the investigation. He was stuffed with newspapers. The family didn't know.
Yeah.
Think about how many people are cremated. Megan Hess was said to she took the gold teeth and sold them for, I believe, $40,000.
Yes, girl. Yes, she did.
And she's only facing 20 years between her and Gristle, and this 20-year thing.
Gristling.
I personally feel like she just might be the fall guy, and that's why the time is so short, because it says the scheme included forging paperwork such as signatures on authorization forms. I feel like all of these things are counts in and of themselves. So I feel like 20 years is like, they're like, we won't do it. We won't count it all, you know, because that's real short for all of the things she had to do to make that happen.
Yeah, when you said that, I was
like,
like,
they really getting locked up.
She's the
You know what I'm
bottom
saying?
bitch.
Probably go to some type of rich facility or something like that.
She's the bottom. I really feel like she's the bottom. They really don't care about her. But she's the opening to like a much bigger scheme. And I feel like if we just close the case, if we expose this right now, we can keep the other shit. I feel like there's a bunch of other stuff that's like way bigger than just this shit.
So Maya,
My
one
other
of the
question.
things. Go ahead, love.
I was just gonna say my other question is like they're not curious as to who they're selling these body parts to. Like
That's
they're
what
talking
I
about
was
they're
just
selling
going to say.
heads, arms, teeth, like curious, like who nobody wants to investigate that part, you know?
So it says that
money.
she gave.
I'm
It says
thinking,
that she sent the body parts to third parties for research. Then when you think about the research being done with melanin, because our melanin conducts electricity, and them saying that they're going to use melanin for it to activate AI in the future, to run AI in the future. The research facilities is exactly what Maya was just saying, why they're shutting it down quick, because they don't want it to go to the Johns Hopkins and these other places allegedly that are studying melanin. That are saying they're getting it from black bird feathers.
Yeah, I think it's what you said too. As far as I think somebody on the higher up might came and said, "Look, you got busted. You're gonna do this 20 years. We're gonna give you this money. Okay, you're gonna admit to the whole thing, and you're gonna be the patsy. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be the patsy, and so we continue with this business." That I've heard. Yeah. It's so
a slap on the wrist.
Yeah.
It was like we're gonna do a little smear campaign on you, you know.
We're gonna talk about your hair. It's normal. It's okay. It's okay, Megan. You're gonna have a cushy life.
Right.
It's only 20, and we know she probably ain't gonna do that whole 20.
I mean, I'm gonna need somebody inside to let me know that she's really in there.
Exactly. You know, this when they get locked up, nobody ever speaks. Say, "Oh, I was locked up with this person."
Never, Chaz. Never.
You know what else comes to mind, y'all? It's like I think it was I think it was Lovecraft Country.
Mm.
There was an episode, I think he was like the sheriff or like some law enforcement guy who had like stitched a melanin piece, like it was sewn onto his chest or something. Like there was pieces of his body that were missing.
Weren't they using magic to keep it together, first of all, but he literally needed those body parts to stay alive?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He had a black, either a black chest or like black arms.
He had a yes.
don't remember.
And he wore like shirts and shit that you couldn't, like it was covered up. For all we know, these bitches
button up shirts
falling off and chest pieces is falling off and shit. Noses is falling off. Like, look.
Yeah.
Does that not make you think of the stem cell pull that man from Canada that's in the video with the young Melanites, the women at the table?
Right.
And he's telling them that he's been using stem cell and how important their cycle blood is, even in his research that he's doing to keep himself young. I mean, they're making it a Hollywood version, but that's what it's doing. It's regenerating them. It's giving them new skin.
I feel like they already been doing that. I think the sit down was just to put it out there, like, you know, like universal law, like, hey, you know what I'm saying, we got to put it out there some way, you know what I'm saying, but I'm pretty sure they've been doing it, you know what I'm saying?
Well, the only reason why it's even getting any exposure is because the governance is exposing it, like universal law. Shit, she done said it, now we got to put it out there, but they're still not going to do everything that universal law includes. They're just going to give you a little bit. So they're still like fucking with shit. Like they're still not doing what they're supposed to do.
Yep. Yeah. That's crazy. It's crazy. So, Miss Juju, how you doing over there?
Y'all, I got a little update. We doing good. Okay, so look, our quinoa not kale is done, and it tastes good. I stole a little bite. But this is how it looks now. This quinoa and kale, you can make a big pot of this, and containers will be your bestie. Put this in the freezer when you like, I don't know what to eat today. I want to eat healthy, but I don't know what to cook. I don't know how to cook it. I don't know what to buy. Stuff like this in the freezer is a go-to. You can always. Now, if you're too lazy, Costco sell the same thing in the frozen section. Quinoa and kale in a bag. You stick it in the microwave and it's done. But you can do it yourself. This is a very good start. And our eggplant is sauteed. I just did a little onions, a little garlic. I let it saute in here. It's browning, it's softened. I could very well be done with this dish. So I still call it a 5-minute dish. But I'm just going to add about a cup of water in here and let it smother down. And it's going to be done as well. Now, I'm going to just let y'all know I'm about to start the Hot Girl Summer Smoothie since we had time.
Yes. So I got a question though, Miss Juju.
Yes.
I have not really ever eaten eggplant. What does it taste like?
Okay. Eggplant is not a taste that I could really compare it to. I don't think it's no different than eating like zucchini or squash. It has its own taste, but it has that same kind of texture.
So does it take on the flavor of whatever you cook it with?
Yeah, I would say that, but it still has its own good flavor, especially when I smother it and the eggplant flavor starts to like come out and really simmer in it. So good. I actually saved some quinoa so I could mix my quinoa in with my eggplant as well. That's a good dish, good meat substitute, good rice substitute. I love to substitute my quinoa instead of eating rice, even brown rice. Not knocking brown rice, but I rather quinoa any day.
Okay. Ju and I have been talking for about a year now about getting her a cooking show going. So we wanted to see how this goes. I've never got to see her do it, so I'm very excited to have even witnessed this. Barbie, we're gonna go to a commercial.
All right, folks. Well, as you heard the governess, we're gonna shoot to a commercial. We'll be right back.
Sound like somebody blowing in the wind. Are we missing somebody? Do we have everybody? Are we missing somebody? This is all of us? Yeah,
No,
okay.
it's all of us.
Everybody.
No, it's everybody. Okay, so yeah, so accidental drowning. So yeah, the baby boy was it summer camp or something like that? Yeah.
Look at him.
And was unattended and drowned in the pool. Melanite baby left with genomes, I'm assuming.
And what?
And somebody on this panel, I could have sworn, said don't do that, but okay. Just saying. Just saying.
And she sure did.
Somebody on this panel said that. I'm just
So what's the consensus? Do we think, because I believe it's a ritual. I do not believe that this witch accidentally turned her back for 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 7 seconds, hour.
Right.
Because they said the baby was at the bottom of the pool for a very long time. That looks good, Juju.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe it's a ritual. What do y'all think?
I feel like they do a lot of rituals by water.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I had looked up after you had mentioned that, governess. I looked up drownings just in the last few days, and there were so many. But in regards to this story, the fact that they told the parents they couldn't stay there for the swimming lessons, like they had to go sit in their vehicle.
That should let you know something right there. What you mean?
Because there'll be a distraction.
With you guys.
Yeah, these are some that I found here.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I feel like it was absolutely a ritual.
And I'm just like, that didn't strike the parents as weird.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you mean?
That is when I would
never allow it
and took my kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't look. Oh, let me get my kid and we're leaving. Like, period.
But with a bunch of genomes though, like you can teach your own kid how to swim. If that's the case, you know what I'm saying? Like,
at the end of the day, with anyone, I did synchronized swimming, and my mom wouldn't leave me alone with anyone just based off of abuse statistics from camp runners and like no. And you're in the pool with my child, so I'm already watching you crazy because I want to see in the water, make sure you're not touching them no crazy way. Like
that was real.
Right. But I feel like it's
the fact that the baby was at the bottom of the pool for so long. I really hope that there's some criminal investigations looking at. I'm not sure if there is, but I hope that it's not looked at as an accident because there's no way that you are running a business and you're supposed to be certified to a degree to have this service. And is that what it was? It was a summer camp, or was it like they were supposed to be certified teachers or
it was just
swimming instructor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, right. So assuming they're certified, there's no way that can be put off as an accident. Like if the baby was at the bottom of the pool for so long, that cannot be considered an accident.
And a parent ran out.
And how many times ran out and not got lessons is the question. Like how many times is this the first time he's been left alone? You know what I'm saying? This is the second time, or that ain't been thrown out there either. Like
I'm thinking it's the first. I'm thinking it's the first because they say he asked his mom, "What if I drowned?" and she told him it would never happen before they got there. And what I really don't understand is why it was another parent that ran out and said, "Come and get your child." If that parent was there to be right,
that a parent was allowed to be there. But yeah, I feel like it's a ritual too, just for the simple fact that I went back to that very first interview you did with Naya Rivera, and she said it was something about they had to bring her to the water to take her out. It was something about the water and the ritual, whatever. So I kind of feel like it goes hand in hand for me personally. Real talk.
Yeah.
Do y'all feel like the baby was chosen? Like they knew something about him that maybe the parents
definitely.
Yep.
He just happened to be a Melanite baby. Just happened to be.
It could have been that he was something special about him, but I kind of feel Charming T on that, like just a Melanite baby, because all of our babies are special. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Yeah.
You know,
I think it's very, very. I think it's ridiculous that they would think that we would believe the fuckery just as they keep hoping that we keep believing this shit here. They never picked the children in the wintertime. the fall, the spring,
Right.
only in the desert heat of the fucking summer to be able to get the children.
I feel like it's MK Ultra brainwashing. That's just, it happens so often. Like, I'm not sure of the exact number, but it is in the hundreds that children get left in the car and die. Like that, it's in the hundreds of like yearly how often it happens.
It's ridiculous.
That's the number right there that they're saying so far. More than 900 hot car deaths have occurred since 1998.
Okay. So
for 38
not hundreds
person
in the
on
luckily.
average. That's
And
too
you know-
fucking high. Like, what are you talking about?
And we know how they do that. Number's probably not even right.
Right.
Exactly.
I don't even know how you
It's
do
like
that.
they protecting them. Like,
I'm not judging about it, but I don't even know how you do that. I don't even know how you leave your children in the car.
My thing is this, Chef Juju. The parents are both teachers at the fucking facility, at this school. They're both teachers there. Now, my thing is, not only should you be fired, you should be arrested, because that's your job daily, is to be held accountable for children's lives, and you can't even take care of your own.
Your own.
exactly. You knew better.
What in the
Why was you moving so fast? You forget you got a 3-year-old in the back seat.
He wasn't talking, crying, screaming, "Mommy, help!" Somebody, nothing.
Right.
At no point did you not think, "Oh shit, I didn't take him to his class. Where is he?" Both of you.
Right. Nobody said, "Did you take?" Or no, did
Y'all
you
just
take?
parked
Nobody.
the car, got out, and went on about your day. They said, "Oh,
It's
It feels like it just feels like some sort of brainwashing to me. I don't know, like some hypnotism, like just checked out for 1 second or whatnot, because there's just no other way, you know.
I meant to put this up while we were just talking about the baby and the rituals, because I want everybody to be aware of this.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
What are they gonna do with those?
Huh. Ties into what you was talking about.
Yeah, what are they gonna do with those? And so now we're looking at all these deaths, these multiple deaths, and it all falls in line with the other thing that we're getting ready to go into.
Yeah, I saw that today, and it's just like that. What was that? Wayfair? It's the Wayfair thing all over again, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I saw that it was like shoes. It was different color girl shoes, and
This is why I put this up right here, because I want y'all to pay attention to what the hell this is. I want you to pay attention to the dates.
shit, I can see."
This stretches back to 2007.
wow, yeah.
That's a minute ago. That's
You know what I mean? That tells me this is no fucking accident. You knew exactly what you were doing.
Right.
There is a TikTok that is going around, and they're selling them for $5,000. Now, I don't know if any of y'all saw the live that I did with Yehuda, and he said that the children were being sold for $5,000. This was so let me see if this is part of that too. Okay, no, that's the next story. Truth telling, but I just thought it was really, really fucked up. Now, I love Walmart. Anybody other Wally World people in here? What do we do? Do we continue to support this because, like, our
Right.
going towards the funding of that? Because there are Walmarts that are allegedly participating in this, stretching back. And 2007 was not the first date. It went back further than that, actually. And I just took that and put this up. But not only is it that, it is the underground tunnels. It is the underground shipping, quote unquote, of people under Walmart, like physically under the buildings. And the fact that they're planning on using, quote unquote, them and allegedly for FEMA camps.
Right.
So I forgot about this. I know a lot of the Walmart chains recently underwent am I trying to say? Revamping, remodeling.
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. Yes, they did.
And they were all of the ones that I went into were targeting this specific area in the center where the clothes and underwear, undergarments, all that kind. It was all like everything was pushed back, and it was just this open space in the center of the store for the longest.
Like, what are they ready to do? What are they doing?
You know that Walmart back in 2020, they were under fire with parents for selling a troll doll that giggled when you touched its private parts. And it was sold in other stores too, but the ones that were sold in other stores didn't do the same thing. But this one, you would touch the little girl doll and she would gasp and she would make noises and she would giggle. And I believe there was another doll too, that when you dip it in water, it would have lingerie on.
Yes,
a lot of the parents. Yes. And they were mainly at Walmart. Yeah. I think they ended up having to pull them from the shelves. But the parents were comparing, and like I think the aunt and one family, the aunt and the mom got the same one from Walmart, one from Target, and they both made different noises. And yeah, that was back in 2020.
Now, what were you about to say, Chef?
Yeah.
With the $5,000 shoes that y'all showed, that looked very familiar to me because there's this, I know you don't like names, this famous talk show lady, and she have a home goods line, and she was selling pillows and little odds and ends things for your homes for $5,000 or more. But ultimately, it was for the elite to go and purchase the pillow, but it really wasn't a pillow. It had a description.
Okay, so allegedly, what's the name? What's her name?
Ellen.
Oh yeah, that bitch. Oh yeah. Now I must go and look at that. We're gonna do some research on that because yeah. She's
That
the
looks
one who had the same shit with the little baby whose alleged face was stripped off her body by.
I remember you said that. Yep.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah. How's it going so far over there? You got the hot girl smoothie going.
Girl, I messed around. I'm eating. So
don't worry, we got plenty of time to get that in a minute. So take your time.
Everything is good though. But I did fill up the blender for the hot girl smoothie because I want everybody to know that smoothies will be your bestie as well when you are out of options too, you know? So whether it be for weight loss, whether it be for diabetes, whether it be to anything to reset your condition, smoothies, the liquid vitamins is the thing. So never feel like I don't have anything to eat. Make you a smoothie. You don't like eggplant? After you taste it, put it in your smoothie with some sweet fruits. You still can get that nutrients and don't ever have to taste it. Cucumbers not my thing. I'm glad they're in this blender. I don't have to taste them. I'm going to taste my pineapple juice. Now, I did pineapple juice from out the can, which a fresh pineapple is cool too, but I just took the fruit juice off of that. But any natural juice, any distilled water is perfect to cover up whatever you're trying to hide, but the nutrients that you want. So we got our cup of strawberries, our cup of pineapples, a little pineapple juice, and a half a cucumber. So I'm going to taste it after it's done, and I'm going to let y'all know.
Okay, well, let's run to another commercial break then.
I want to tell y'all one more thing. A lot of what I learned is from Dr. Sebi, and I realized that all of this stuff that I'm doing is good, but you have to reset and detox your body. Detoxes is not just for sporadic times. Detoxing you can do every day. We always intaking things that we don't have no business eating. So that detox lets your body know that this don't belong here. Go ahead. And this type of stuff gives your body a reset. So first the detox, then all this good stuff. Because all that old stuff got to go. Otherwise, you're putting bad on top of good and the bad still going to be there. So I just want to throw that out there.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good tip for sure. Well, yeah, that's a great tip. Ladies and gents, we will be right back after this break.
is a company that I use. This is toothpaste. This is all melanite, Black owned. I love it. I use it every day.
And we're back. All right. All right. Can somebody say fire?
Hey.
Up here in the Vatican, because there's fires up in Rome, up in the Vatican, y'all. I'm just saying. Oh man. I mean,
I'm sorry, wrong slide.
we got fires at the Vatican. We got the Georgia Guidestones. We got spirit kicking ass everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
That's the question, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So, do you have any information, any additional information on this? Let's see.
I didn't hear what you said. I'm sorry, Governess.
No, I was asking, does anybody have any additional information on that?
Not that I know.
I was looking into it because I had never even heard of it until the explosion. But I wanted to know what was on those stones. So a lot of it was in Arabic, I believe, but some of it was translated. And it was like, it seemed like to me where our science books come from. That's what it seemed like to me, with telling them how to calculate the sun, how to calculate a new year, the day versus the night. It was like a real guidebook, like from the very beginning. It was really kind of unsettling, but I mean, a lot of it wasn't translated, which I thought was weird too.
Well, my question is why only the one stone?
Yeah,
right.
And there was the stone that that said specifically, I believe, that to depopulate and what the number should be for the world, essentially. So
it's like that one being destroyed was like no, you know what I'm saying? Like that number is like no, that's not okay.
But this is my thing, y'all. Because it is supposed to be such a historical thing where, okay, they set it up, nobody even knows, quote unquote, where it came from, right? So if somebody was to go in there and destroy it, you have all of these cameras. Why have they not posted this yet?
Right.
Is it because Spirit ain't fucking playing?
That's what it is.
Because it just seems like right after that, of course, we know there was what, day before yesterday, the Vatican all of a sudden just, now we know fucking well ain't nobody didn't crept their ass over there in Rome and did that.
Why? Okay. Keeping with current events and things of that nature, why wasn't it announced publicly that Nancy Pelosi was going to be going there? And why did this happen right after she left?
Wait, what? Nancy Pelosi did what now?
She was in Rome. She was in, over there. She was on an official visit, is what the reports are saying.
Yeah.
While this was going on?
It happened right before, like right after she left. Like she was there, but they didn't like put it, internationally, like in the media to let us know that she was over there. So I feel like that was strategic for them, even putting it in the article, because you never mentioned it. It never popped up on the current event radars anywhere.
Yeah, something. Yeah, it's always a game. They always playing some kind of sick, twisted game. But yeah, like you said though, Governess, ain't nobody crept up over there and put no, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody crept over there just setting nothing on fire. They guard that stuff like, you know what I'm saying?
I want to say it's heavy guarded over there. Ain't nobody.
Yeah, there's no way that old Joe Blow just went over there and put a little pipe bomb, a little gasoline, you know what I'm saying? A little match. Now I don't see it.
Because
it's
somebody would have
possible.
had, even though somebody said in the chat, that somebody detonated, you would still have to physically go attach some explosives to the shit. Like, and you would be seen because they put a lonely ass car on this camera. Nobody ever got out of it. You know, for me, it's a whole bunch of bullshit.
Right.
Now, I think that's interesting what Charm Carb said. Bill Gates is trying to buy that land. I actually have some more information that we were not even set to talk about, but let me see if I can find it really quickly. I think is it this one? Let's see. Nope. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on, y'all, because I get it. There it is. What is his plan?
Wow.
What do you think he's about to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is he trying to buy all of this land, and who the fuck is letting him do it? Is what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know.
I think it's control over the food, because I mean, look at how it's illegal to even keep your own seeds. You know, they will put you in jail for keeping real seeds for plants. You know,
really?
So yes, I have a friend in Atlanta, rainwater and seeds. If you keep a collection of them, I've had a friend that the men in black showed up, knocked over his rainwater, and they actually have
because you can do rituals with rainwater. I've done them.
See? And they have a group that protects the seeds also. So if you're with this group and anything happens, they'll come and they'll pick up the seeds before they're taken and disposed of, which we know when they dispose of it, they really keeping it. But I think it's control of the food.
Absolutely. But they do the same thing with when you said about the seeds and not having the rainwater in the seeds. If you say you're stockpiling and your neighbor calls the people on you, they will come to your house and clear your shit out.
I've never
arrest you.
heard of this.
Yeah, they'll put you in jail for it.
I didn't know it was that deep, but okay.
Yes, they sure will.
I mean, you got to explain that to me, because you want us to eat your GMO, but we can't have what is real.
Well, yeah.
Because GMO seeds don't reproduce, and therefore we will always be dependent upon them to grow it, and we won't be able to grow our own. So that's why you have to get seeds now, because they're trying to make it so everything is seedless. When
What's
things
the
are
name?
seedless,
Is this a specific name? Heirloom.
Yes, heirloom.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a case where some of the seeds went to somebody's land, and the Monsantos, the GMO people, and all that, they sued that farmer, okay, because they claim he stole their seeds. It's deep. That whole farming thing and the seed thing, it's very deep, very deep.
Yeah, think of like cartel, but like farming and GMO.
The fall police.
They'll come and burn your crops down and poison the soil.
This says that stockpiling seeds, it's not considered illegal unless there is a forecasted emergency, which means crisis, scarcity, or government emergency declaration of a food shortage supply. Which
wait, what?
That don't even make sense.
What's considered stockpiling though? Because stockpiling doesn't sound like what I have, and that's a bag of seeds. Stockpiling sounds like you got a freaking box of them.
Well, if that's a box of them. What the fuck?
There's a lot of people that have land where they're doing, like, for instance, there's groups that I know that are coming together to buy land just to grow food. So they have boxes and boxes of heirloom seeds, you know, and so in that they want to be able to self-sustain because of the crisis. But what this is saying is, which they have declared these food shortages, right? Since they've declared that, they can come and take that from them and arrest them as well, because it's considered stockpiling, which is then illegal.
Right. And again, Malika, please read that again for me. It's illegal because what?
It says it is not illegal normally to stockpile, but during a time of crisis, scarcity, or government emergency declaration that there is a food shortage, hoarding during that time is deemed illegal.
Okay, so is that why they're trying to continue to make it seem like there's a food shortage?
Definitely could be. Definitely could be.
Probably one of the motivations.
That's very interesting.
Yeah. Yes, these people are wicked. Absolutely.
But that goes back into all those executive orders that were signed into law with our favorite president Obama, giving them control over the highways and the byways and the food and the water and everything.
Yep.
Speaking of your favorite presidents, somebody's something. It begs to differ. Who the fuck is under old Joe's mask? Because are the whole Biden family just fucking perverts and allegedly?
Yeah.
Don't know. This is what he looks like. He doesn't look like shit to me, but I'm just saying.
Looks like to me.
Looks like the cartoon president from the what is
And
it?
does. And
He
does.
look like from the
He looks like he has a mask on too.
It's our job. He looks like the cartoon president.
Wowzers, he does.
Oh,
but you know, this is not the first set of videos that come out about this man. I've seen quite a few things. I've seen him. There's pictures of him with Lady Gaga smoking crack. I've seen them pictures. Leaked from them. Yes.
Wow.
I gotta get on. What is that?
Oh, now it's buffering. They said it's buffering.
Interesting.
Oh, on my side?
No, they saying that it's buffering the chat.
Interesting.
Oh wow.
Well, all I know is we also said that there. I thought it was going to be Joe Biden because that's what they had said. Biden would have a video that would be leaked, but I'm thinking it's Joe Biden. I'm not ever knowing who the fuck Hunter is because it's my first time ever even hearing of him.
Exactly, mine too.
Is this supposed to be his son?
Yeah.
Yes. He's been doing some sideways stuff for a long time, but he's been covering hide him.
There are allegations and stuff in that laptop tying Hunter, Joe to China. Payments, big payments, all kinds of stuff.
Let's keep our eye on that. Researchers, let's keep our eyes on that because that's some tea right there.
Yeah.
All right, so some stuff on his laptop got leaked out, and that's how they found like all kind of like I think it was pornography or something like that.
There's supposedly a video with him that includes cocaine and an alleged prostitute in the video.
Yeah,
that's one of the things.
Those are out there as well. For sure.
So you can sell human dicks and you can do all kind of fuckery shit with children and leak videos and snort coke and smoke crack, but God forbid you fucking grow something you can fucking eat.
Right.
To survive.
Man,
I'm gonna just sit over here.
It's crazy.
They just want us to know his name. Like, for whatever reason, they just want us to know who he is. Because, like you said, that shit's irrelevant.
Because that's who the fuck is under the mask, and we've been asking who is under that mask. Who can be Joe better than his fucking son?
Even when he was running with Obama as vice president, I never heard of his son at all. Like that's weird.
Where the fuck did he come from? The mental institution?
I think the military or something. I think because one of his sons was in the military.
Every time they show Dick Biden, that's not his name.
Yeah, that's his name.
Every time they show him, he's on. Okay, this is a woman. Excuse this pickles, but he's on a woman like this. Like this is her neck. What the fuck is you? Like, what is wrong with this guy? He's a fucking pervert, bro. Like, what is happening? Allegedly.
No, have you seen the videos or the pictures of the kids? How repulsed they are by him.
Yes, they don't even like him to touch them.
You can see it on their face. It's like, oh my god, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I remember Hunter. And this is not the first time this leak has happened because this was the first leak that I remember was like end of 2019, beginning of 2020. So they must have kept it pretty hush hush.
Look at this, Corbin.
Oh.
Fucking allegedly.
Man. Yeah, these pedos, man.
That shit is disgusting and it's fucking
Absolutely.
sad, bro.
Absolutely. So we got to Hunter. Now the prime minister,
One more
right?
thing. I feel
Go
like
ahead.
okay. I feel like they're telling us about this too because it's one of those things where they have to tell us like something serious went on, but they're not telling us without telling us. Because why would the Secret Service be responding to these graphic pictures of him doing fucking drugs? Like the
Oh,
motherfuckers in the Secret
Yeah.
Service don't do drugs.
Because that probably was the best thing on that computer. Everything else is probably
That
a
was the
million
minor-
times worse. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm saying. They
Yeah.
had to tell us something because,
Yeah.
like you said, like you could do all this other stuff, but we're all hands up because he was doing drugs and fucking bitches. Like, come on.
right. Like that.
Man.
Screaming, bro.
Yeah, so another world reading came to pass. I remember this. The Japanese prime minister got taken out, assassinated, and I remember Governor, I remember you saying something about that. Yeah, it happened.
Yeah, it was also
Broad daylight.
took place over in Syria. Is this it right here? Let me see. Nope, sorry. I have them all in line, but I had just thrown a couple extra some shits in there just so I can, in case we have extra time, we can go into some other things. But they got the guy from Syria too. He's the ISIS leader. They got him as well.
I didn't even know ISIS was still a thing.
Who the fuck? Who knew that? I didn't either. They lying, ain't they?
They lying.
Always. Tweaker.
Mm-hmm. Just want to feel like they want to put some news out there and feel important.
Yeah. We ain't hear no more about this shit either. Like, him
Like
or this other guy. That's what happened. Some of my shit didn't load, you guys.
Yeah, I heard about the prime minister, but this other one, I don't know where I was on the other story.
Well, if I may just sidestep just for a quick minute before we get to Dick Cannon and Elon Musk.
Now that's a theme that should have been on the damn truck.
We're expecting another genome to knock it the fuck off. Marion Barber, former Dallas Cowboy player, dies from heat stroke. They are snatching bodies. I hope you all are paying the fuck attention because it's not a game. It's really not. Let me see what this is too. Oh, yeah. This I wanted to throw this in there because this just happened. Her and her husband.
And it's like, what did they know? Or who took they find?
Exactly. That's what I was wondering too.
It did not have
Found
a lot of information.
No. These are hits and they're snatching bodies. And dare I say allegedly, because I haven't put a name on it. So I will not say allegedly because we know that's what the fuck is happening. Right. So I just wanted to make sure that we throw that the fuck out there and understand what's happening. But I digress, and we will go ahead and move forward to the new genome named Nick Cannon, allegedly, and his brother.
Not his brother.
Does look like a fucking something.
Look at him. Look at him the way he's smelling like a fucking chess cat. Just slap the fuck out of him.
He sure do.
So what's going on with them two?
All right. So Elon Musk had a secret. Why do they keep saying secret?
Right.
Secret set of twins. And Nick Cannon responded, I believe, via Twitter saying, like basically same here, brother. I've done the same thing.
Because whoever he's currently with, they just had a child, and then like his ex, he had a child with like twins with that person, and I guess maybe they were born around the same time.
And probably the same way, genetically modified.
Period. Okay, all these GMOs.
But then I got to thinking, like, by him referring to him brother, maybe whoever's in the bodies are.
That's what I was thinking
Yeah,
too.
like that don't make sense.
Yeah,
Oh, we wasn't gonna catch it.
Because lately, like I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie, after that
Yeah.
whole thing with his TV show getting taken and he supposedly bring up start back over with the Nipsey Hussle documentary, which he never did. You know what I'm saying? Which he never did. I feel
When
like
they
ever
shot
since
him
he
with this
came back,
illness
he
he's
just
supposed to have.
yeah.
Let's not forget the baby that he lost and immediately he got somebody else pregnant, like
That
rubbing in their
too,
face.
you know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
here is the report right here. Basically, it's saying that must seemingly alluded to the baby tweet, you know, whatever. But this is why I posted it, because I want y'all to pay attention to what the fuck Elon Musk said. He basically said that there is a white baby shortage.
Right.
Been hearing that a lot lately.
That's what the fuck he said. There's a genome baby shortage, and this would be his contribution to society to help build back up those numbers, is what he said.
Good luck, mister.
Now, why would Nick Cannon then say, same here, brother? Now, I know, yes. Come on.
Well, I was just going to say, because, you know, he made the comment that he would never, I guess, in so many words, sleep with a Melanite woman, a full Melanite woman.
Absolutely.
And there's still no evidence to support that these women that he's had children with have any Melanite blood in them, because his children all look more predominantly the other than us.
And he was very specific. He said, I will never plant my flagpole in a black woman. Now, on Wild and Out or whatever, you know, they do the wild style. I don't even watch that bullshit no more, because I don't support nigger.
Right.
And that's an Nigger, nigger. I don't support him. And what? That means ignorant. And that's what he is to me. And I don't support this nigger. And I feel very, very strongly about it. So on Wild and Out, one of his people, like, what was it, Carlos, I think? Somebody called him out on his shit and said, when are you ever going to have a black baby by a black woman? They did it as joking, but I feel like they was for real.
Yeah.
You know, they Hollywood does that. They call each other out on things like that and make it a hee hee ha ha. You know what I'm saying? But it'd be some real shit.
Always trying to make it a fucking hee hee ha ha, like you said.
He probably was seasoned on the inside too. Like he was pissed the fuck off when he said that.
Wow. You know, I never know.
Did y'all catch it?
What she say?
The spicy whisperer said. That's it. And he probably was seasoned on the inside.
Probably why Carlos got fired. You say Carlos said that?
I believe it was Carlos, yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Because you know he had seizures.
Oh, you know what? That's right. Carlos did disappear for a minute. He so did.
He did.
Network. No, it wasn't the network. It was you, bitch. But you had to bring it back.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't know anything about Nick not.
You excited about this one? I'm
She's excited about this. Woman, I had no idea about that. That was new for me. I never even had no clue at all whatsoever.
Yeah. They do a lot of shit behind the scenes that you don't know about, such as this fuckery here.
What? Oh, what in the...
Now, reason why I say that the tattoo is everywhere, but Maya J, please tell us about this tattoo that you see before us.
So, the Ray J decided to forever worship his sister with her face on his body. I think he chose, the leg. I wasn't trying to hit you. Just needed to pop my elbow. He put the tattoo of her face on his leg. And then, because I think he has another one of her name somewhere on his body, but he put her face on his leg. But there's another picture that's circulating where in this picture, you can see her face on the screen, and it's really like dark, very demonic. She has red eyes and like this black line going down her lips. And so you see the tattoo on the screen, but then on the keyboard, there's like a depiction of a figure. Maybe it's some sort of entity that looks very demonic. And that's the way that he wanted to immortalize her to look on his leg. And so I found this little comment that he gave about it, and I can't say it like him, but I'm gonna try. So they were asking him about this tattoo in this article, and he goes, "I'm getting my whole leg tatted with music, love, scriptures, the vocal Bible, family, ghosts, positive words and themes, real gothic like the holy leg." The holy leg. He continued, "Gonna take a minute, but I got the best doing it. Stay tuned. Full leg tat. I had to start with my best friend."
And then he said, "If I had one wish." No, he didn't say that. I'm just saying.
But he used like, because you know how they try to put everything, like they intermingle our history in the Bible.
Mhm.
They intermingle our shit in music, and you know they put our body parts in their bodies. Hell, but it was just the fact that he said music, love, scriptures, the vocal Bible, family, ghosts, positive words and themes, God. Like these are all words that he used to describe whatever this full leg tattoo is gonna be. So
Right. Well,
weird.
from what it looked like, it almost looked like it's a tribute to her and whatever may reside in her.
But then he referenced his leg as the holy leg.
Which one?
I think Bridget just looking for attention because everybody found out he couldn't sing at the versus battle. That's just attention to take Bridget cannot sing off everybody's mind.
And then y'all, I've heard several times, I feel like it's the quiet ones that you have to watch out for. Like the quiet, and I'm a spicy whisperer, of course, but I'm not evil, okay? But I feel like the quiet celebrities are the worst ones. Like the ones that don't do a lot of talking is the ones you really got to watch out for, because they're the ones that are fucked up. Because I've heard several of this story from like several people where Brandy was in like a studio session and somebody was in there and they were listening to something, and she asked them what do they listen to, and they told her gospel, and she was like, "Or who do you pray to?" And they were like, "I pray to, I guess, JC or whatever." She was like, "No, you should be praying to me." So I'm like,
I was going to say, can we talk about Brandy's part in this? Because I feel like
what is she saying about it?
I feel like this is on him, but I feel like it's like puppeteered by her in a way, especially because like we know she's like I don't know if she's been like out doing stuff, you know, on the like mainstream, you know, out doing whatever. But I know recently, there's this thing with Jack Harlow, and he went on Twitter and he was saying like he doesn't know who Brandy is, and like Jack Harlow is an industry baby. So there's that. And so I just feel like it's interesting that they had this weird, like, she was like, "Oh, I'll, you know," said something about rapping circle on him on his own beats, or I don't know, some weird shit.
What? But she was like, "I'll murk you" and all of this shit. And then you turn up at the awards singing with him, like doing a feature with him.
Yeah.
What's going on? Because at first you felt disrespected. Now everything is cool and you're gonna perform with him.
Right. So I have a real good question, because he is also trying to change his name to Tron. And I'm trying to figure out which of the fuck Tron. Is it Metatron to Tetron? Like, what Tron the fuck is it?
Both of them just have a lot of energy.
When he said it, I was automatically thought about the crackhead Tron off of
he said digital age, so I'm going to say Metatron.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Metatron. Because we just talked to Naya and she said that they have his energy. Like, him and Mary are like held up. So I'm noticing a lot of shit is taking place. I just, you know, I just ready for them all to kick the bucket and croak the fuck over.
I feel like he thinks he's like supreme, like he's this supreme being, he's this supreme deity, and when we call on them, like, things happen. All you have to do is call on their name, and I feel like he wants to kind of utilize that name as a conduit so that when people call his name, he gets to feel that energy, he gets to feel that power source, he gets to, you know.
I'm sorry.
Y'all know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Baby. Ain't nobody saying.
I'm sorry, man. I'm not laughing at you. I was laughing at
you. Right. Maybe he meant trans.
I think that's what he meant. I think that's what.
I think it's fucking crazy, bro. I don't even know what the fuck to say. That is insanity.
I feel like it's disrespectful. It's insane. Like it's just so wrong on so many levels. Like,
I'm just gonna say the question that everybody probably thinking that ain't nobody said because that's who the fuck I am. Is they fucking
him and his sister?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, they were child.
Yes.
We just saw an episode of.
They are fucking insane, bro.
Yeah, they probably did.
I don't know.
They do have a weird sister-brother relationship.
And
it's always been weird.
I'm sorry.
Well, they both were in the industry as kids, so
right.
Who knows what they requested of them and required of them to do to be who they are.
And they
do a lot of
shit too.
What is that woman's name? She is hella ugly. She a genome. And her father,
oh damn.
What's her father like? Rhino?
It's hard to think of.
What is that bitch name? She's a junkie. Always been all her life. She used to be an actress. And her father was fucking for years.
Angelina Jolie?
No, well, them too, but no. Allegedly. No, y'all, she's a junkie. Been on drugs for years. She's ugly in the face. She got potholes and shit.
I'm really trying to
Who
think.
is that?
What is her fucking? Let me Google. Wait a minute. Let me Google. We got some time.
Father fucker.
Oh,
I'm trying
That's
to
the normal. That's normal to them.
So someone, while governess is Googling that, someone is saying in the comments, Ashley said, that's why Princess mad and don't get along with Brandy.
Mackenzie Phillips. Mackenzie Phillips.
Wait, let me see what she looks like.
What she played on?
Let me pull her up. Let me get the images for y'all.
Ugly. Oh, she is ugly. She looks like a troglodyte.
You can't look like something you are.
Yeah, she I mean I told y'all. Now this is her
Yes.
when back in the day, and that's her dad, and they have always allegedly had a sexual relationship.
Yeah, he's got the porn stash.
Yeah,
definitely.
he got the porn stash.
Oh yeah, that looks kind of creepy.
Let me get you what she used to play in. I almost want to say it's like
wasn't she on Disney for somebody's mom?
What the fuck is that show? Scott Baio. What the fuck is this show?
Oh, Saved by the No, not Saved by the Charles in Charge.
I think it was Charles in Charge. I have to look. But she said she claims that they were in a sexual relationship for a very long time, 10 years. Matter of fact.
One day at a time.
One day at a time. That's it. One day at a time. And like, for real, like they do this.
She
like,
said that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. On a whole bunch.
Yeah, she's been on a lot of different platforms talking about the incestuous relationship.
Recently?
Forever.
Oh wow.
Years.
What happened to her?
Ew.
On drugs, always. And she
But
said
you know,
she had a
her father was doing her. That makes sense. To be on
if
drugs
she was
always.
in this, if she was in this industry at a young age and her father was taking advantage of her, who else did he give permission to take advantage of her while she was on these casting couches? And
Most
what was
of
she
them
willing to
children
give?
pass around.
Casting couches.
That's what I was going to say. Even with Brandy and Ray J, them starting so early on, and even thinking about Brandy's connection to Whitney and Brandy's connection to Kobe, way back when, you don't even know the people that they look up to, that they've been raised around, what they've seen, what they've been included in. It's probably second nature to them. It's probably second nature to them. And I do think that Ray thinks he is bigger than most, because a lot of people wouldn't go against the Karwackians. But he has, and he has said clearly, I'm sick of you, and I'm going to go ahead and do what I need to do if you keep trying me. And there's not a lot that would do that. So he definitely, I think, there's a lot of confidence there, but maybe not in the right place and not in the right.
Like, what kind of clout do they have? Honestly, they're probably boule.
Miss Sonia, listen.
Yeah, definitely. That's what they giving. That's definitely what they giving.
I don't know. I just think it's really crazy. Like, we don't know what the fuck these people do. We
Right.
really don't. And I don't trust them. And I don't even remember what the fuck Whitney said, but I know they had involvement in that shit too. I don't even know what Whitney said, but that's just my belief allegedly. Because you don't understand how deep shit go. Like when Papa came through and he said that one motherfucker gave them the idea, told them to put Kobe on a helicopter. Who would have thought that that motherfucker would have ever been involved in it?
Right. Have anything to do
Exactly.
with
I
that?
didn't even know
Thought
this.
he had some kind of superhuman DNA.
Yeah,
Ropes.
looking like a cockroach.
Exactly.
Mm. There's a couple of things I'm gonna just throw up here and we can just kind of chat about. Because we missed a show, so we didn't get to talk about some of this other shit that was going on.
No disrespect, but you know that you that signed up to do your job, right? I mean,
Yeah. These shits to me, this right here is no accident.
Nope.
I told y'all it would be another one that would have taken place, and it did. They are playing, please hear me, let me move this so y'all can hear me. They are playing a realistic game with the government.
Yep.
They're being hired, but they're doing it under the guise of playing a game.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, honey, this right here.
It's so funny you said that because when I seen the picture of that person who they said did it, I was like, he's not even a real person. Like, they look like they took him and they went and tattooed those things on him and gave him the haircut and said, okay, you're ready to go out there and show your face into the world now. Like, he doesn't look at all.
It's the fact that he had the tattoo of the date backwards on his face.
Right.
I didn't even see that or know
Yes.
that.
I said that to Maya. Yeah, I think he had 74 and it was, or he had 47 and it was 74.
74.
Mm.
What? They're
Programs.
playing a game.
And they said that he went on live because he has a lot of music on live and he even has followers and things like that on YouTube. Sorry. And they said that he had announced that he previously that he was going to take out 6 people. He had everything planned.
Okay. So I'm glad you said that because when the other guy was in a grocery store and he did it, he was like, count. He said, come on, come on, come on, come on. Like he was in a rush, like he's playing
Like
a fucking game.
right.
Mhm.
They're controlling their mind.
They are playing games on the other end.
Yes, they're being controlled, Charming. I really believe that. They're being controlled. Yeah. Now
I need to go back to my memory. Old YouTube, it's gone now, but it was a video that Jesse Ventura did. Jesse Ventura used to be a wrestler or something.
yeah, and then he became governor. Yeah.
Right.
Like he went meet with this secret like ex-former CIA agent or something, and he was explaining how they split your personality, like they make your mental go crazy and split your personality, and then they can control it by code word and different signals and things like that that switch on and make them do stuff like that.
What is that movie? It's a movie.
Manchurian Candidate.
Yes, that's what it is.
And
What
they
is
do
it?
that. Manchurian Candidate with Denzel Washington. They actually have an original that's in black and white, and then they have a remake with Denzel Washington and Cotton Levi or whatever his name is. Levi Cotton, whatever the fuck his name is. Levi. Oh, Cotton was his name in Scream. Never mind. His real name is Levi.
Mm-hmm.
But they playing this together and they show you how they take military personnel and they retrain their brains. They have them on these little machines and they keep repeating things and they plant these, memories in their mind like these things happen and they never happen. So when you question them, like, well, what happened? Well, we were moving through here and there was a bomb, a landmine, and everybody has the same story because they've been programmed to do so.
Wow.
There's this show that we watch called The Boys, and it's about superheroes and blah blah blah. But there's a superhero his name is Soldier Boy, and he's from back in the day, like the early when they first had superheroes, and he was locked up. Spoiler alerts. I hope y'all didn't watch the Boys because I'm spoiled.
I watched this episode today, so it's okay. I watched this one today.
And so they had him locked up in Russia, and they were doing hella tests on him because he's a superhero, he's indestructible. But the whole time they were doing tests on him, they were playing this Russian music in the background. And so when he came out of being frozen, he would be walking down the street, like, and he would hear this Russian music, and he literally would begin to fucking explode because he's triggered by that music, and he doesn't even know. At least I don't know if he knows. He may have like some idea, but it's one of those things where he doesn't really know. And so they show you that how they can brainwash you by causing you pain, by splitting your personalities, by doing all this, and they trigger you to do whatever they want with one little click of a button. Just like a little
Siren was the same way with the siren that they actually captured, the one that was captured by Russia. And then they used her voice and turned it into that weapon that they called the cell phones from an unknown number. When you heard it, when you picked up your phone, it put you in the hospital. And that was based the same type of, and someone else in the comments just said the same thing for another show. Yeah.
Yeah. I just saw something on that too. Oh, yeah, no, that's also in the Manchurian Candidate. That's what it is. When they call the phone, they say, Raymond Princess Shaw. Once they put the princess in there, it triggers him. It's the first like Raymond Shaw, and he's like, yeah, Raymond Princess Shaw. Then it's like, now he's in the zone.
Yeah, I think it's the wording, the tone of voice. You know what I'm saying? All of that.
I think, is it Wormwood on Netflix that talks about the first MK Ultra, the scientist that was actually working on it? I believe that's the name of the show on Netflix. It's called Wormwood. And they go into the breakdown of the original MK Ultra, how they set it up in the CIA and the man's family. If that's the right one, I hope that's the right one. If not, then cousins, I'll put it in the chat at another time. But yeah, they go into the breakdown and the family is interviewed and they talk about even the meetings that they used to have, and they have previous government officials that are sitting there talking about the program as well. And they give a full breakdown on it. And there's other documentaries too where they'll do it to people. It's hypnosis in a sense. You see the live shows where they're doing hypnosis, and all they have to do, they'll have the person walk right past and snap their fingers or make a certain sound, and that's it. The person will be triggered to do whatever they were set to do.
Now, what do y'all think about, because somebody had put it in the chat, Orlando Brown. He comes out every blue moon and he gives some tea that ain't nobody fucking it. He's not, I don't believe he's lying. I don't believe he's making it up.
I don't think he's crazy, not at all.
They didn't put up that he said, as we said, you got a problem with Bow Wow? He said, I ain't got no problem with Bow Wow. He got good pussy.
Yeah.
Everybody got quiet. They said, what?
What?
But if you know, like I know, I'm sure Jermaine Dupri agrees. Allegedly, I don't know.
You know what else he said in that episode on that interview, Governess? He brought up a certain name that you brought up, and he said that he was going to make a call to him. And when they asked why would they call him, he said so he could come and shoot the place up.
Is it the B name?
In that same interview, I sent it this earlier today. Yeah, in that same interview. Let me see
if I can find this really quick because I wanted to put a call out.
Is that the one where they were trying to make jokes and all that and everything? But he kept.
Yeah, and he was like, "All right, I'm gonna call," and they were like, "Well, what you gonna call him for?" So he come in and this place up.
He knows out a lot of stuff, and you gotta catch it. You have to.
His music is his music. You have to watch his music videos too. With some of his songs, the recent ones, he puts so many subliminal messages in his lyrics as well as the music videos. It's like just advanced the way that he does that.
Yep. There is a girl that I would love to talk to that supposedly was his artist and lived with him for a while, and she is quote unquote either missing or in hiding, saying that he had put a hit out on her head. And I've fallen out because if you know who I am, please tell her Petita wants to speak with her. I think her name is Keyshawn. I think that's her name, something similar to that. She's an artist. I actually had it saved somewhere. I'm gonna find it and I'll put it up. But I would like to speak with her. I would love to hear what she has to say, even if we have to do it where she feels safe.
Do you know where she's from?
She has to say it.
You know where she's from?
It may be New Orleans.
I feel like we close Facebook friends.
Yeah, she's a rapper.
Very secretive.
Yes, she's a rapper, and she said that he put a hit out on her, and I want to speak with her.
She can sing too?
They say her name is Keisha Royals. That's her name.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look. I think I know her real name.
Let's take a quick commercial break, and we come back and we'll get into a couple more things, and we'll, then we'll start to wrap it up.
Okay. Be right back, folks.
We got a couple more things I'm gonna put up and we can chat about before we get up out of here. Like this, I find this very interesting. Let's chat about this. The Michigan police apologizes for using black men's pictures for their target practice. Who made it? Who made that for them? Like, where are they getting them from? Who told them they could use it? Like, I'm really the fuck confused.
Y'all apologize because y'all
So
got
scared
caught.
of us now.
Like who approved that? Because somebody had to sign off on that.
Okay, Charlie.
That's why they're so scared of us right now. Brainwashing. Target practice with a black man on it. I don't like it. Don't
Like that's serious. That's for real. Like
Somebody
approved that. That's what I'm saying. Somebody fucking approved that.
And then how long have you been doing that? How
Thought
long
it
have you
was
been
okay.
doing
And it makes no
Makes
sense.
no sense to me. That makes no sense to me. Because let me put that up there again, and then I want you to look at that. Right? Watch this. Watch this. Look at that. You see it? Can everybody see it? Now dig this. Now look at Carbon Marshall.
Look just like
gear, head piece, everything, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
That's
That
fucked
makes
up.
me angry.
So that's kind of like putting a target on your back.
It's exactly what it is. And let me say, I'm so proud of you because I keep looking and I see Chastity V.
Gratitude, I appreciate
I know,
it.
right? Hey.
Governess, you know that this is not the first time that they found a police department doing that, right?
No.
In 2015, North Miami Beach police also used mugshots of African-American men as targets at a shooting range for its police training also.
Mugshots? That's real people. That ain't even no... Don't worry about it because right back ain't cheating. Go ahead.
Fun fact about the Michigan, specifically Farmington Hills Police Department. The claims originated with a picture taken by a parent of one of the scouts touring the shooting range at the building. They hired a local attorney, and she said that they ordered this target. They had lots of groups, Caucasians. It was very diverse. Now, how is it that you've ordered these, but the only ones you're actually using is the black man?
Why did they feel like they needed to apologize?
Right.
Y'all knew what y'all was doing?
Because you got caught. That's the only reason.
Yeah, you got caught.
Says King stated that the images the department uses for target, King is like the police chief. Weird that his last name is King. Neither here nor there. He stated that the images used for target practice are consistent with the Michigan Commission on Law Enforcement Standards. The targets are used to represent a mix of both threat and non-threat targets.
No.
Says that 85% of the targets used for training are Caucasians and 15% are black.
No, quit lying.
Quit lying. We'll look at a couple more things and we'll go. We only ran long today, guys. This is just because I knew Juju was going to be on here, and I didn't know how long her cooking session would be, and I wanted her to have enough time to cook. Even though we see, we'll have something quick. I didn't know how quick, but she did her damn thing very, very fast. And so I'm just
I was trying to follow the rules. I was like, let me get in and get out.
I know I wanted to talk about this before. So if Bill Gates is running around here trying to buy up all of everything, is he buying the black dicks too?
You know it.
Yeah, definitely. Got a little piece of everything.
I mean, a little piece of everything.
But look like he want the whole thing. He don't want just the piece. He want the whole boy.
Okay. And You see, he was kissing her on her cheek, and I keep repeating that because you bet not kiss her in her fucking mouth. She's hired for the job.
Yep.
She's above your pay grade, man.
He has two, a boy and a girl.
And like y'all said last time, if that's not a white boy in there already.
Like I said, but does he though? I mean, they right.
They better quit getting with these women
That's a
thinking
man.
because they got money.
Right now, shit! I forgot to tell y'all. Listen,
looking like a man.
Somebody texted me, and I did not even save the text message, but somebody texted me and said that they own a lot of land, right? And the land comes, of course, from their family, who is direct descendants and lineage of. I'm gonna say in lineage of. They call him Big Mike Capers, aka Michelle Obama. She says Big Mike is her cousin, and that is a man.
Do it.
Call him Big Mike Capers. That's what he was known as before he became allegedly Michelle Obama. She says that is her cousin, and that is a man, allegedly. I will not say where she's from. I will not say who she is, but that is the message that came to me through my phone. And she said, I just want to validate that to you because that's my cousin.
You're looking like a man. Okay, I'm sorry.
And period. Moving the fuck along. New York residents applying for guns will now have to grant access to all social media accounts. So says the Shade Room. But why?
Right, like what is that gonna do? Like
they ain't got them already.
Like
they already watch what they're doing.
How you think they get caught up in the first place?
That's funny.
Flashing that shit online. That's how they get caught up in the first place. So
yeah, because they always on there like this.
Right.
Not knowing that all these social media accounts is in cahoots with the FBI and all of that.
Period. We are now talking about Meta. Let me tell y'all, let me just be clear, man. Oh, somebody said, hence his book Becoming Michelle. See, in period.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Should have been right there.
Wait, Meta? You just said Meta, and then I thought about Ray J naming himself Tron.
Woo! Wow!
Don't me like that.
It's the magic rubbing off, governors. It's the magic.
Wowzers.
You on it, baby.
I mean.
And he said he's getting into the digital era, right? Right. That's what you guys know, Maya?
The guru.
Right. And so that's why he's picking the name Tron, and that's the ending to the meta. So yeah.
So
as
that's,
you were
that's
saying, going ahead and claiming it.
That's how they use it.
I wonder if they just picking people by the sizes of their dicks too. So do somebody just want to be Ray J because he got a big dick and a beautiful wife? What are we talking about?
That he really don't want to be with?
Because he's really irrelevant, low key.
No, for real.
Like I don't even know who the fuck keeps making him relevant or why he feels like I don't even understand it.
But then again, he always wanted to be relevant. He always lived in the shadow of his sister.
I feel like he wanted to be her.
I think he's irrelevant music wise. He's not spoken about as often, but business wise, he is another Soulja Boy.
That might be.
Yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm. He's a soldier.
I think he got his hands in places we don't even know, just like your boy.
Ray J is very rich. Very fuck. Have you ever seen? Well, you can't believe all of the net worth because mine is not real. That ain't mine. Everybody, please. That is not real. I need to GoFundMe today. Help. But that's not. I don't know. But he is. Him and Soulja Boy are very fucking rich, bro. And I think he thought that singing with his baby in his arms was gonna fix something. Nigga, you can't sing with or without the baby.
He look like somebody's uncle.
Or the wish.
Out of breath, you be smoking and shit.
Oh.
If I had one wish.
Singing in the family reunion
You
or
don't have
something.
me long.
He wouldn't stop. He wouldn't stop.
He was trying to fix it.
He was. He couldn't
And
fix
then
it.
it was
his
like,
little baby was like,
I was
baby,
tired. I was, my baby just got heavy, so
no.
my breath was a little off.
And then blamed it on his child. That's crazy.
And they got mad at the other ones for trying to help him.
And Big Man too.
Young Thug's nephew arrested and charged for murder of his girlfriend. Allegedly, I don't know, but it's up. So I'm talking about it because Hollywood Unlocked has put it up.
Yeah, they on Young Thug ass.
On his neck. But I just want to know who grandma sweater he got on. Oh, it's nice. Got a little brooch on it.
He always dressed like somebody grandma.
He
Yeah,
always
he's in
wearing
his
the damn
aunt's
shades.
closet, ain't it, Charming?
Mhm.
Yeah.
They gonna keep on adding shit on to him until he do whatever it is that they want him to do. He not doing it.
He said he didn't suck all the dicks he gonna suck.
He don't
I'm
want
gonna
to
say
do that.
he already done did
See, that's what
I am not licking another damn plantain. Do you hear me?
Wait.
Hell no.
All right, moving the fuck on.
I was just saying that put all them Cucamonga cracker killers around and thought they weren't gonna be able to touch him.
Yeah. So that was, let me put it really quickly
That's kinda
in.
high
I'm
shit
busy.
ass
I don't know what's happening. I am extremely dizzy right now. Arizona passes law that bans people from filming police within 8 feet. I had put this up and I said something about it. I said, because they really don't want you to see. And I just seen a video. Oh, let me see if I can find it. Somebody just sent it to me. Fuck. And I meant to say, because this shit is gonna be this shit is gonna be gratitude, man.
Mm-hmm.
This shit is important. Give me just a second, because I want to be able to find it. The guy is filming. It happened so very fucking quick, right? The guy is filming the police because he's like, hey, what's going on? And like, she didn't even give a fuck that she was on camera. It's the police is who I'm talking about. And she said immediately, he said, why are you putting your gun on me? She said, drop your weapon. He said, what weapon? The other cop walked towards him and says, with his gun drawn towards him, and he says, get the fuck down now. He's coming across the street filming. Like, oh, wait, what's happening? She immediately turns around with her gun. He said, why you got your gun on me? She said, you have a weapon, drop your weapon. He said, what weapon?
Right.
Wow.
On camera.
What
Someone
the
sent it to
hell?
me.
That's sad.
But that just goes to show that they don't care. They do not have any ounce of they're not scared of shit.
No,
They're not.
Well, the target practice just summed it all up for me. No wonder. You shoot niggas at your target practice. What you expect when you see a nigga on the street?
We just talked about her. We talked about him. I think that's maybe all of our stories. This. People thought this was a joke and said, oh, didn't they say this a few years ago? No. Just as the other day, one of our cousins in the chat, Rebay, said she actually saw a couple throwing dollar bills out the window. And she wanted to pick it up, and she said she heard the spirit spoke to her and say, don't touch that. And somebody had put it up, and now more stories are coming out. They are putting like some kind of fentanyl on the money. And they said 10 minutes after, people are like really fucked up and passed the fuck out. So I want everybody to just be careful, because they're coming up with all kind of ways to snatch and harvest people, you know. So I believe that is it. And let me just put my sexy stuff up there.
And they know people.
And that's it.
Period.
That's sick. That is so sick, governors, because they know people is broke as hell walking around here. They see some money on the ground, they gonna automatically go for it.
Absolutely.
Oh, child.
The children.
Yes.
Kids.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I said hands in your pockets. All right, Nick T. Well, y'all, that's all I got. I don't know if somebody wants to. Oh, where is you though? He says, "Greetings, everyone." And maybe that's why the hell I am dizzy, because I got real fucking dizzy real quick. They know that you. I was gonna tell them. What did you come to say? Sometimes Yehuda be threatening me. He be threatening. He be want to do that to me. He said directly after this, I'm gonna eat me something, and then Quatita's gonna do some readings from the list. And I was gonna tell them that anyway, but
he said reiterate.
Reiterate. But I think he also has some information that he's going to provide as well, and some clarity on some things. He's saying something like a stop it. He says he wants everyone to know that your government is going to go into a shutdown. Yeah, some kind of shutdown. This is what he's saying. He's talking about shutting off electricity in a grid of some sort. He's talking about what Maya had said, something about Texas, had mentioned it, but he's showing me different states. It's very random. Some sort of grid, like electricity goes out or something, like some sort of blackout or shutdown. And he's also talking about starting to encamp. Like right now, he's saying border patrol, almost like they are camping in all of America. Like you won't even be able to go to Canada. You know what I mean? So any place you can drive, if it is not part of the US, like you're not going to be able to get to it. Okay, let's finish that first. Okay. But he wants everyone to know that, just in case some of you don't make it to the next live after this. And then Levia Knight says to tell Mike he thought the blanket on the nose joke last night was funny. Gratitude, I'm embarrassed at this point. Gratitude. If y'all was on the live, y'all know what the fucking blanket on the nose was.
Did Levia Knight see me ask Maya for the link?
He said he might have would have gave it to you if you would have asked him.
Ooh.
I cannot.
Gratitude.
He's talking about I feel very ill. I do not feel well. He's talking about allegedly some sort of assassination on someone. There would be like the Pope or something of a very, very high figure besides the Prime Minister. Oh, I thought I'm going to pass out. He says Chef Shoni is waiting to assassinate a few of these genomes. Like she is waiting, like she is ready. I do not know why that is. They're saying that's going to happen. Are you saying that's going to happen? Okay, so we're coming up on the sniper situation, he says, because they're talking about using target practice like we was just saying. But like this is some sort of project or operation, like Operation Target Practice. Okay. And it's not gonna be it's I don't I feel like we have a couple months before this happens, because they're talking about, oh, the shutdown. There's going to be more than one, because they're going to try to implement Like this is like in November or something. It's going to be a lot of different things happening because they're going to want you to stay in your house for whatever reason. And those who are not, I feel like would be part of some sort of like, it's a lot. Come back for the next live so we can get this. Yeah, there's a lot there. It's not gonna come out my fucking body. Okay. So go ahead, Carbon.
Okay. Well, we just want to say gratitude to each and every one of you that has tuned in this evening for Let's Have the Conversation. We want to say a special gratitude to Miss Juju. Give her some love, everybody. Right. To my panel, nothing but love. I appreciate y'all. I had a great time like always.
Chaz, is your nails done?
What?
No, that's how my nails are.
Oh.
I know.
Governess did the same leaning she did with the kale earlier.
Oh my goodness.
I really wish
that caught me off guard. Like, what? I had to look at my own nails like, what are you talking about?
Say she over there transforming for real, huh?
No, y'all.
No. But again, I love all y'all. We had a great show. Committee, we appreciate you. Miss Juju, we appreciate you. Panel, nothing but love. Like always, let the governor guide you and let Adina cover you. And until next time, y'all be safe out there.
Gratitude.
Peace.
Peace, y'all.
gratitude.
Gratitude.